Good morning, Deify here, and welcome back to Kitty Powers Matchmaker, our quest for all the achievements, and unfortunately, even after the great couples that I set up at the start of the last episode, we're still 16 children and one Steam friend away. But we have good news from Godfrey, so maybe? Geraldine Hoopwing, however, unfortunately Jonathan ended the relationship, but we will remain friends. I liked him, in particular his interest in the interweb. I did not even have any issue with his odd interest in interior decorating. I'm unaware of what caused the failure. I was only ever 100% honest with him. I feel reasonably okay about what happened. Well, at least that's not going to be a huge hit to my reputation, which should be fixed right now, even if it's just them moving in. Belle and me are still seeing each other, and we've shacked up together, isn't it? We both blimmin' love flirting with strangers, and I love her so much I don't care about her unhealthy interest in headbanging. It's not unhealthy unless you do it to the point of brain damage. That's always been my sentiment. You know, let loose a couple times, don't live your life headbanging. And the best bit is, I was only ever completely upfront with her. We were flipping well in love, isn't it? We're like soulmates and everything. I don't know. I think soulmates would give me some babies, and you guys are not doing that. But we get a replica sci-fi movie prop, so I mean, that's fine. It's essentially like a baby, if a baby were worth money rather than the ambiguous cost of human life. That's a terrible thing to say. Amina. What a pretty name. I really like that. Amina Dickenhauser, 2-star legal secretary and a Cancer looking for a woman. She's interested in going to the casinos, making inventories, and telling jokes. She loves blue eyes and ginger hair. She's relaxed, methodical, introvert, traditional, and romantic. Her bad habit is hogging the remote control, and her guilty pleasure is dancing naked. Classic vintage type. We still have our typical problems with lesbians in the fact that none of them really work out very well. All of the girls we don't know are zero attraction with hers, but so we're gonna start with Bernie and hope that things will at least get up to 4 out of 5. I'm gonna tell you right now that can't be 5 out of 5, but she's a VIP celebrity vegan chef, a Sagittarius, 3 ticks of attraction, which is good. She likes stargazing, listening to the radio. Listening to the radio I think is kind of vintage, so that's always good. And beaded jewelry, 2 for 3 as I said, and dancing naked and hogging the remote control. Those are interesting ones. I'm not really sure how they'll work out, but let's slap some blue hair on Amina and find out. And away we go to get some awesome Swedish food, just so that their hair matches, you know, everything around them. Bernie and Amina, it's like your AB. We just need a waiter whose name starts with C, and everything will be great. Blue hair, fantastic, and oh, wow, blue eyes for both of them, so this is just fantastic. We have, we'll call her curly light brown instead of light brown curly hair, because that one starts with a C, so that's always good. Curly light brown. We want something cold with no meat. Okay, the Västerbotten pie. You know, always delicious. Why would you not want... I actually didn't even... I still don't really know what it is because I always just skim over it. Like, I haven't memorized any of these dishes except the ones I knew, but... Single-player strategy game or pass the I'm not digging these two already. A 3 out of 5 would still be merit for a second date, but already I'm like... there might be someone better even though you're not really attracted to them. But just in case, we're going to... Ooh, no, she's 2 stars. It'll be fine. We probably still want to keep the VIP most happy because it will take, like, a train wreck for Amina to be unhappy with this date. And romance or spiciness is just what I wanted to see on Valentine's Day. Do you buy your loved one a bunch of roses or some massage oil? Okay, 3 out of 5 does in fact mean that we will give them a second date and hope that bad habits and guilty pleasures line up, if only so that I can know her bad habit and guilty pleasure in the future. I think that's one of my biggest problems, is that I don't often go there if I feel that there's a better match, when in reality I probably want to know everything I can about them. And they do line up on activities, so let's do that. Brisk walk or the bus. So yeah, assuming that everything works out next date, we can talk about organization and then guilty pleasure bad habit. So 329 is 10%. We want half of that. So 165 seems to be right around there. That should do it. Yeah, we are a little clever, and they do want to clear the table. So let us get out of here. Give me that cat. I'll take it. Yeah, you really like I'm not so sure, but you will definitely get a second date with Bernie here. Now for some wonderful Chinese food, which, if my stomach didn't seem to argue with everything that I ate from the dining hall, would sound really good. Honestly, my stomach's just like, nah, I don't want this bad food anymore. Why are you giving me this? Something hot with no meat. Vegetarian, so you never eat meat. Of course, it's always going to be guoti. But yeah, like, I could really go for some General's chicken if I knew that the General's chicken wouldn't be terrible, but whenever they serve it here, which I think they have once in my 3 years and a month now. Oh, what was that? Like talking in public or something? Never do that. You're not allowed to talk at all. I didn't read it correctly, I'm sure, but yeah, no. This year everything has just been bad, and my stomach's like, please just give me real food, and I'm like, I kinda can't. I don't really have that option for a minimum of another 2 months. If you want to get me 15 coins, that'd be great. Oh no, I see how it is. Fine. Yeah, I actually like that. We like hogging the remote control. Oh, that's hardly a fault to her. Okay, so that's good. So we're doing well at keeping the VIP intrigued. Amina here's kind of meh, but you know, if things work out, it could still be very good. So let's do Guilty Pleasure now. Dark comedy, that's amazing. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Who doesn't like dark comedy? Please spin to the 30. Come on. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. Don't give up. Don't never give up. Do never give up, bro. I believe it's you. We did it. We are, in fact, very similar. I like dancing naked. Okay, that's actually good. So, Amina is like Bernie's soulmate, and Bernie is like Amina's anti-soulmate, which is actually hilarious. Okay, let's oh, it didn't take my click. Oh, it didn't take my click. Oh my gosh. 3, thank you. Wow, what a mean thing that was. Mean thing that was. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, why does it like, if you move your mouse at all as you're clicking, it sees it as a drag rather than a click, which is really annoying. I mean, there would be some workarounds for it, but it would not be very fun. I need blue. Thank you for showing up. There are itinerary or take each day as it comes, and of course an itinerary. Fantastic. Yes, we are very good. You know what? Let us, in fact, assert dominance over Bernie by giving her all of the affection in the world so she can never say no. Because the date went fine enough for Amina, I'm sure. 485-753-8813. 485-753-8813. That seems good to me. Oh, by the way, we have oh, we don't need to know him now because this was our final game. If it had asked me to find the waiter, I would have been lost. That would have been a big oopsie, but I think we're fine. Yeah, I think she really likes you too, so maybe some good things will come from that, but oh my gosh, they're so blue. They are so blue together. I really want a screenshot of that. Her eyes are open. It's fine. They're good. They're good. I'll just get another one just to be sure. There we go. Wait, that one didn't even take. Close enough. Ashton, the sci-fi writer extraordinaire, Ashton Bunfell, VIP, or not a VIP, I was going to say Pisces, and for some reason, Pisces sounded like VIP, and I was like, well, I said the job in the little intro I did, but I have like a script that I normally follow for when I'm introducing them, so it was really hard to try and skip it, and I just messed it all up. So let's try this again. Ashton Bunfell, we already said this, a Pisces looking for a woman. He's interested in silent discos, CGI effects, and renewable energy. And he loves blue eyes and blue hair. Darn. Think of how great he would have been with Bernie. He's relaxed, carefree, introvert, experimental, and romantic. Let's see. It was relaxed, methodical, extrovert, experimental, and romantic, I think. So they still would have been about a 3 out of 5 if I'm remembering correctly, so it might have been fine. Plus, he doesn't have the blue eyes or blue hair that she wants. His bad habit is being jealous, and his guilty pleasure is spring cleaning. A hipster, okay. So I'm going to start with Dolly Hamfeld, the 3-star concert violinist. She's a Capricorn, so they don't line up there, but 2 takes of attraction is pretty good. That's admirable. She likes the opera, photography, and sumptuous balls. Not sure what that makes her. Chic? Probably. She looks chic. But 3 for 3 so far. Maybe 5 for 5, and let's find out the rest. Good Japanese food. I was disappointed. I'm going to bring up the dining hall again because it was very relevant to this story, but yesterday when my stomach started feeling kind of blah, like after every meal my stomach's just kind of like, nah, I'm not digging this. By the way, we have a black cinnamon roll here. You want something cold with no meat and nothing fried. Cold, no meat, nothing fried. If I could just guess, Hiyashi Chuka, I think would be good. Yep, that'll do. But I went to the dining hall and I saw that there was tonkatsu, and I was like, man, any other day and I'd get this, but no, when it comes to friends for hanging out with one at a time or large social gathering, it's fine. That's cool. You do you, girl, you do you. We will just do us, and, you know, maybe you guys won't end up doing each other. It's a sacrifice you may have to make. Stay there, good, 15 coins. Large social gatherings, of course, yeah, indeed, the best way to do it, Now, activity, there it is, fantastic. Fantastic, if you will. Aerobics to fitness video solid sofa. It's funny because there was no real reason to make a shark or a fish pun, but I did anyways. Niam, the manager of this restaurant, this is Dolly, the charming Dolly, the magnificent Dolly, Dolly the wonderful, Dolly, Slayer of Dragons. The list goes on and on. So now I guess we talk about something that we know they match on, like spiciness when serving online. Do you prefer looking at cat videos or looking at twerking videos? Of course cat videos. Of course cat videos. We are a couple of romantics. And here comes the famous chef. Yeah, it was quite lovely. What do we think? Well, here's what we think. It had a hint of extravagant opulence, it had the unabashed overtone of youthful exuberance, it had a sensationally sassy aftertaste, it was delightfully and artfully well presented, it had a lusciously luxuriant texture, it was deliciously and utterly satisfying, and had a fabulously creamy moistness. So good. Yes, I do know my foodie jargon, thank you. Food tabulous, my favorite. And yeah, they want to clear the table, so let us get out of here. And I think this is definitely second date worthy. Would you like to see me again? Of course, she had a lovely time. I'm hesitant to set them up right off the bat, even though 4 out of 5 is still admirable because we have other 3 for 3s that might work out well as well. Not to mention other 4 out of 5s. I wanted to chicken him up just a little bit because when I was thinking about it, I was like, their look must come into how well they are received in the final comparisons. We have a short, dark brown, spiky hair and something cold with no meat and nothing spicy. Tanmakue, yep, sounds good. But I mean, you'd probably want him to look chic because she may just like that better, right? Perhaps. You have any guilty pleasures? You secretly love remote-controlled aircraft. Oh, that's amazing. Remote-controlled aircraft are the bomb diggity. Not to put words in your mouth or anything, but say that remote-control aircraft are the bomb diggity, or you will forever regret your decisions. Oh boy, this one looks like it's either going to be a win or a fail, like 100%, but now it's a 100% win. I know that like sounds like, of course, that's a tautology. It's either a win or a fail. No, I meant there's very little chance of a gray area. Oh, spring cleaning is bad. Like, you could tell by the way it was slowing down almost, I would say 90% of the time, if that particular one was going to be a win or a fail. There were only like 3 edge cases out of a possible, what would it be, 24 maybe, I guess are the number of edges. What are your bad habits? Overly sentimental. Oh, I actually like that. That's nice. And we can't help being jealous. Oh, it could be worse. Could, in fact, be worse. I don't know. That's pretty terrible, I suppose. 1 meh, 1 dislike, which we lied about, 1 hatred, and 1 good. I like it. It's iffy. It doesn't help that I also don't remember what we talked about. So let's see. We learned blue and yellow, and then we did orange, right? So I think we do tradition. TV shows their broadcaster on demand on your tablet. I think I may still set them up just because... Oh, what am I doing? No, don't give it to him. We'll just call that first one a fluke, because the second one went into her bucket anyways, so we're fine. But let's get them all over there as best we can. Uh-oh. Land. No! We're not gonna get it now. Oh, we were so close. That's okay. Let's split the bill. Fair enough. Yeah, maybe you should have been more generous. We'll see what he says. If he says, yeah, take him or leave him, I think we'll shop him around a little bit. Oh, she wasn't even gonna go for it. Okay, so maybe they're not a good match. Let's find someone else. So Beatrice Lightbottom was someone who I had originally thought about but kinda shied away because they're not attracted to each other like at all. She's a 3-star urban planner, but they line up horoscopically, which is pretty good. Like I said, there'll only be one tick of attraction when he gets light brown hair, and she likes dressage events, going fishing, and herb gardens. I think that makes her practical, and they're 3 for 3, which could still be very good. So when I made him up, I actually went for more of a practical look. A vintage look, because her hair reminds me of vintage. Like, I think that's a pretty vintage, hairstyle. There we go. So we have, short dark brown ponytail Mario. And we want something hot with white meat. Not lamb, not fish. Spicy yogurt marinated chicken, however, 2 portions of tandoori merg. Sounds lovely. Yes. Good. Now we need to find out the other 2, which are activity and spiciness. Let's do that one first. Surfing online, cat videos, or twerking videos. Ooh, twerking videos. I guess this just won't twerk out between them. I had to think way too long about how to make that pun because the other ones that I was thinking of just didn't sound right, but it's fine, it's fine. I was hoping they'd be a slightly better match than that, though. Let's see. 4 out of 5, then? If you had to have a pet, would you rather a dog that needs lots of walks or a cat that just needs fear? Yikes. So, I'm not digging these 2, but maybe I'll still give them a second date just to see. Because she might be somewhat practical, in which case she'll like his guilty pleasure. Not to mention, just learning about guilty pleasure is always good. This is going to fail, though, and I don't like that. I don't like it when my lies fail, because then I've wasted 25 coins, and you've wasted everyone's time. She's gonna pop to the bog, gotta check herself in the mirror. She's got the silver studs, the dark brown vintage hair, and a purple on a white decorative lacy kind of v-neck type thing. So what's she gonna come out with? Gold studs. I was like, oh, nothing changed. Is it gonna be one of those again? But in fact, something did. They went from silver to gold. I'm way too good at this. I know. Very well, nice of us to say. Yeah, thank you. Very good. And so let's just talk about one of these. Let's just do it from the top then. Organization. New friends. Do you take time to get to know someone or dive in head first? Of course you dive in head first. It's the best way to get to know someone. Handmade chocolates. Okay, I'll take some handmade chocolates. Ooh, that's a good way to start. There is a handmade chocolate place in my hometown, and that sounds really good. Let's not pick one of these, because there are 4 around it. Granted, that's good. It means there are a guaranteed 2 in this one, and maybe even more, because obviously with 4 there, you could have 1 above it, which this one wouldn't find, 1 below, which this one wouldn't find, but these 2... at least 2 would have to be them. You could almost be safe and say all 3 of these might be it, but let's try this one. I ended up getting a perfect game. How great is that? That was an amazing selection of chocks. You're a chocolate champion, well-versed in the art of chocolatiering, of course. So, wow, was it really that bad? Okay, I think we should just be friends then. I didn't think it was that bad, but she doesn't know if she'll make it through. That's so sad. This is fine though. I think I'm just gonna set him up with Miley Masterhorn just to get moving along, find someone new. She's a 3-star charity figurehead and a Sagittarius. 2 ticks of attraction. She does like baking biscuits, which is pretty good. Animal rights and fairy stories. She's kind of a hippie type, but that's fine. 4 out of 5 is pretty good. Let's just set him up and move on to our next client, honestly. We've gone all in with the hippie look, and things are going to be great, I'm sure of it. Miley, Ashton, very good. We're here bang on time. We had 5 minutes to spare. Lovely blue eyes, lovely light brown hair, lovely 20 coins to make up for what we used, and we have long brown hair, kind of like mine, but with the flock of seagulls, bang, and we want something cold with no meat. So, that's gonna be hot. No, cold with no meat. Fish is a meat. Inari Zushi, of course, the tofu one. I always forget about Inari Zushi because it was always my least favorite. I am not a tofu person. When playing board games, do you play to win or play for fun? Of course you play for funsies. Why else would you play a game? I mean, I suppose there are games that are supposed to, like, tell a message, but those aren't the games that you're going to be, like, repeatedly playing. When meeting up with friends, would you rather play a game in the park or have coffee in a cafe? And of course, coffee in the cafe, no point rushing into anything. Ooh, our ex, though. No, that's fine, because she was spicy. That was the one thing they didn't line up on. So, you know, that was our ex. We haven't seen them in ages. Yeah, we're still friendly then. That's nice. Look at how well that worked out. It's like this game was telling us that we belong. We probably should have shot him. No, because there's going to be really no need to lie. We may fail the last game. Well, hopefully not fail, but mess it up a little bit. But we shouldn't need to lie. And we're going to play some single-player strategy games together. And how much should we tip? 15%. Let's not mess this up. 406 plus 203 would be 609. That should do it. We're well brainy and time to go home. These two, I think, actually may come out pretty darn well. Let's just try it. You want to get more serious? Yeah, won her over with our charm. Very good, you two. Very good. And I'm going to end on an easy note just because her name is awesome and it got even better. Raven Netherfry, a 1-star teaching assistant. It's too bad her look doesn't match her name. She would be like a great edgy type. She's a 1-star teaching assistant and a Gemini looking for a man. She's interested in watching football, leg warmers, and playing jewelry. She loves gray eyes and white hair. She's active, carefree, expert, experimental, and spicy. Her bad habit, playing loud music, bane of my existence, and her guilty pleasure is studying medicine. Not really. And this is actually a fairly easy setup for me. I'm going to do Lucas Belnall, the 1-star database administrator. He's a Cancer, so it'll do. 2 ticks of attraction is pretty good. He likes visiting wineries, keeping tropical fish, and jogging. Jogging is the important part. They're both kind of sporty. 5 for 5 is very good. The only problem is I'm not sure that the bad habits and the guilty pleasures line up, but at least now I get to go to whatever restaurant I want to. Watch though, knowing my luck, when I select it randomly, it'll be a hard restaurant. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. Peking Tom's. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. We're not going to get to any not hard restaurants today, but Lucas and Raven, those actually sound like 2 names that would go really well together. Lucas just strikes me as an edgy kind of name, even though like neither of them are edgy, but Lucas and Raven, you know, it sounds fine. There's really no point to Kitty Powers. Let's shoot her just in case we need to lie about like literally nothing. What do you fancy? Something cold with no meat and nothing weird. Cold with no meat? Yeah, noodles and chili sauce. 2 lots of Chuan Bei Liang Fen, please. Very delicious. Very, very good. And can't talk about that, but we will start from the bottom up. Coffee shop worker winks at you. Do you blush and run away or spend all your money on coffee? Of course. Who needs money when you can have coffee and flirting? Oh, we had a long brown hair kind of guy. I hope I will be able to get that. because I forgot to look. Yikes, that might be a little worrisome. If you could have either car, would you prefer a gas-guzzling muscle car or an electric eco car? And of course an electric eco car, definitely an electric eco car. We love keeping up to date with technology. There he is. Long brown swoodly-doos, and we want something from the dessert trolley. He is relaxed, so let us just do that. Straw. Straw ban, don't care, tea, fruit, don't care, skin. Straw band van at 126. Straw band van at 126. 1353226. Straw. Oh, never mind, he's active. It was tea. Thankfully, I remember that I went tea, fruit, skinny, but I got it wrong, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I remembered the wrong ones, but it all worked out in the end, except for getting that 20 coins. That did not work out in the end. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. When you go to a talker lesson, do you sit at the back or sit at the front? Sit at the front, of course. Oh, I should have known, because they're both sporty. I was thinking of the last people, but yikes, okay, messed that up. 532-135-6931. 532-135-6931. 532-135-6931. Okay, good, that was correct. I was like, this doesn't sound right, but we're fine, thank you very much. We are very kind, in fact. And it's time to go, and it's time for bed, and it's time for you two to maybe go to bed together. You want to get more serious? And yes, they think they're in love. Fantastic work. Her glam hair with a ponytail and his white swoodly-doos with like an almond mustache. They're so good together. I just noticed the black hair suits Raven a lot more. Now they have like this black and white inverse thing going on. Oh, it's actually really cute. Oh, screenshot that. So good. It doesn't look like we have good news from Amina, though. That's worrisome. No, unfortunately Bernie finished with me, but we're still good friends. I really liked Bernie, particularly her interest in listening to the radio. I didn't even mind her strange infatuation with burping in public. Okay, it was burping, not talking. It didn't bother me that much. I really don't know what I did wrong. Oh yeah, I lied, and then lied again. Oops. That one may be on me. I was putting words into your mouth, but I'm sorry about that, Amina. I ruined everything, but that's all right, I suppose. I still put together some good matches this time. I'm not sure if any of them are baby-worthy, but I would be absolutely accepting if they want to do that for me. One of these days we'll get the last 16 we need for that achievement. I'm supposed to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time on Kitty Powers Matchmaker, our quest for all the achievements, goodbye.